Once upon a time, in a lonely valley surrounded by misty mountains and whispering trees, there lived two poor sisters named Amira and Myra. Their home was nothing more than a tiny hut made of wood and dry leaves, standing quietly beside a stream that sang to the moon every night. Amira, the elder one, was known as the Red Princess. She always wore an old red dress, torn and faded, yet she looked beautiful in it because her heart was pure and strong. Her eyes carried a deep sadness, but her smile never left her face. Myra, the younger sister, was the Peach Princess. She had soft brown eyes, cheeks like roses, and a gentle voice that could melt the coldest heart. She wore a peach-colored frock, stitched many times but still lovely because of the way she carried it, with hope. The two sisters had no parents. Their mother had died when Myra was little, and their father had gone away to work in the city, never to return. Life was cruel, but Amira and Myra had each other. They shared everything: pain, hunger, and dreams. Every morning, before the sun rose, they went into the forest to collect wildflowers. They made little garlands and sold them in the village market. Some days, they earned enough for a loaf of bread. Other days, they went to sleep hungry. But even in their hunger, they prayed every night, not for riches, but for strength. One day, while walking through the forest, Myra found a wounded white dove lying near a tree. Its wings were bleeding, and it trembled in pain. Myra lifted it gently into her hands. "Sister," she whispered, "look at this poor bird. Can we take care of it?" Amira nodded. "Of course, little one. Kindness never goes wasted." They carried the dove home, cleaned its wound, and fed it crumbs of their only bread. For 3 days, they nursed it. Then, on the third night, as the moonlight entered through the cracks in their roof, something magical happened. The dove began to glow. Its wings stretched wide, and in a burst of light, it transformed into a beautiful fairy. Her gown shimmered like the morning sun, and her eyes sparkled with gratitude. "You have shown kindness when the world showed you none," the fairy said. "Ask for whatever your heart's desire." Amira fell to her knees. "We don't want gold or jewels, kind fairy. We just wish our mother's grave to be covered with flowers. She loved them." The fairy smiled softly. "Your wish is small, but your hearts are grand." With a wave of her hand, she filled the grave with red and peach roses that never faded. Then she said, "When the next full moon rises, follow its light. Your destiny will await you there." And with that, she disappeared. When the full moon came, its light was brighter than ever before. The sisters held hands and walked into the forest. The moonlight formed a glowing path that led them to a crystal-clear lake. In the middle of the lake stood a silver bridge, shining like glass. They stepped onto it carefully, and as soon as they